Hello and welcome back to Not a Tech Show. Today we're going to be putting together a balance bike that you can pick up from Costco. This is designed to be made for toddlers and is supposed to be pretty easy to put together. So let's get started. So this balance bike is made by Royal Baby and it's called the Dino balance bike. I've only really seen this come from Costco, so it should be pretty easy to find. It's about $55, which isn't too bad. And it's also made from magnesium with an aluminum fork, so it should be pretty sturdy to allow your child to grow into it. Now let's open the package to see how much of this we have to put together. Taking a quick look at what we have here in the box, looks like we have a hardware kit and the bike assembly with the front wheel. It looks like most of it is put together already, so this might be fairly easy to get done. Looks like we have some packaging here that we'll have to remove, but other than that, it looks mostly put together. So this is everything that's going to be included in the box. And right here we have our hardware kit. Opening this up real quick. All that's in here that's included is a little tool and the instructions. So there's not going to be a whole lot for you to worry about in putting this together. Next, we'll remove the packaging. So, as suspected, this bike is mostly put together. You want to make sure that all the fittings that are installed from the factory are tight, but first, let's make sure the seat is good and adjusted to where we want to go. Just pull that lever to loosen it, and then pull it back to tighten. If it doesn't tighten all the way, and you can still move it, there is a way to adjust that. On this other side here, there's a screw that you can tighten to make sure it clamps down more, depending on how loose it is. Now for the front wheel. Now the wheel will have some plastic protectors up here. Just need to pull those off real quick to reveal the wheel hardware. It's already come mostly pre-installed on the wheel, so we don't have to worry about too much. Just a note, there is 2 nuts here and as well as a screw that will allow you to tighten it down to the fork. You won't have to do too much with this other than loosen the screw a little bit. Here on the fork of the bike, we remove this plastic piece here that protects the fork, and we can just throw that away as well. And then put it up on its side like this. Next, we want to prep the wheel for installation. You have a 17mm wrench here that you can use to tighten and loosen these double nuts here. Make sure they're nice and tight. And also, we just need to loosen this screw right here just a little bit, enough to where we can slip it over the fork to where the fork goes in between the nuts and the screw. And then see that little gap there between those. Once you have the wheel mounted to the fork, take the tool that came in the box and tighten down both screws. Once both sides are tight, make sure the wheel spins freely and it's not loose or able to be pulled out with your hand. You can also tighten the nuts on the inside using a wrench to make sure that it's snug against the washer of the screw. Now that the bike is mostly put together, there's one last thing that you can do to help this be a little bit more safe for your child. It comes with a little feature here of this little rubber loop. If if you put that over this screw, it'll actually prevent the wheel from getting turned all the way both ways to allow it to be more stable when your child is riding it, which I really like this feature. That way they don't fall as much and it keeps it a lot more stable. But that's it. It's a quick assembly, and I really like this little bike for a starter balance bike. If you made it this far, please hit subscribe and return for more assembly videos, and also leave a comment. I'm happy to answer any questions. Happy to have a day. Have a day.